Baltimore bridge collapse has impacted regional traffic for daily commuters and thousands of residents. Researchers are now studying how interstate traffic patterns have shifted as a result, particularly on I-695, known as the Baltimore Beltway, and I-95, which runs the entire length of the East Coast. Dr. Mansoureh Jeihani joins me now. She is the director of the National Transportation Center at Morgan State University in Baltimore. Thank you for taking the time to be with me. As someone who is in the city, how would you describe how traffic has been since the collapse?
Okay, thank you for having me. Yes, traffic has been challenging. So the bridge carried 12.5 million vehicles only last year, and averaging over 34,000 vehicles per day. And now that those vehicles are not passing through that bridge, you can imagine how rerouting this is affecting Baltimore and beyond Baltimore.
Where are so many of the drivers who typically would use the Key Bridge? Where are they going?
So we did a study. We made a hybrid mesoscopic microscopic traffic simulation to model the pre and post collapse, and to capture the traffic pattern and congestion effect. So we found out the critical areas, and the problem is that there were only 3 and now it's 2 passages through the harbor crossing. So the Key Bridge was 15% of total traffic that passing during the passing. So that 15%, which is over 34,000 per day, be rerouted mostly on the other 2 areas, which is the 2 tunnels that are in Baltimore. So the 2 tunnels are very, very congested, and the area around those tunnels are. So we found those key areas and the critical areas of traffic congestion, and we are trying to find the best solutions to calm those traffic and distribute them to other places.
And we just heard President Biden talk about how the bridge will eventually be rebuilt, but this is a project that could take years. In the short term, what could be some of the solutions?
Yeah, we are thinking about some short-term solutions. All of this rerouting. First of all, maybe DOT can postpone some of the work zones and those maintenance. Maybe postpone it a little bit later. Maybe we can put some ramp metering and smooth out and make it safer for people who are getting on ramp on 895 and 95 corridors in those congested areas. Also, we are asking people to be also cooperative and trying to make it easier for everyone. If you are not, if you don't have to go during the rush hours through these areas, please don't. And if you can work from home, if you can work off-peak and spread out, use those flexible hours of work, maybe that can help. And there are so many other little things that we can do to alleviate that. Just imagine if this 895 or the tunnel, if there is a little crash, if that happens, even just a fender bender for a few minutes, that could make the traffic much worse for hours and delay for hours. But if we are more careful, if we can look at those areas carefully and drive better and carefully and keep in mind that we are helping everyone, we are helping each other, we are Baltimore strong, so we can rebuild. During this rebuild, we can do a better job of alleviating traffic. Maybe we can do car share, we can use buses and trains. We don't have to use our cars all the time. That we can help a lot, but also from the president to all.
Oh, sorry. I was going to ask, just for you as someone who has studied traffic for some time, How does this situation compare to anything you've seen before?
So DC area and Baltimore area is already one of the most congested areas in the country. So we have seen a lot of bad traffic, and we have been trying to fix it and have solutions for it. But having a major bridge collapse like that, and something that cannot be fixed in few days or even few months, it's really hard. It's something that is beyond everyone's ability. So that's why we need collaboration between everyone, from people to Department of Transportation, to policymakers, lawmakers, and everyone to make it work. And we will go through that.
Yeah.
But yeah, traffic is really one of the worst ones.
Yeah, well, hopefully everybody, if you have to be in the traffic, put in a good podcast and hang in there as these delays will continue on. Dr. Mansoureh Jeihani, Director of the National Transportation Center at Morgan State University in Baltimore, thank you for your time, and we'll be right back.